Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and business sponsors who make these live presentations possible. I'm Jim McCoy. On the camera, Becca Miracle, coming to you live from Cascsde Christian High School in Medford, Oregon. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show as we get set for this matchup between the Rogue River Chieftains and the Cascsde Christian Challengers. We thank you for joining us for local live sports coverage, TableRockSports.net. Welcome to our home and visiting fans watching today. Joe Brett is our executive producer. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you to the over 4,000 fans who already have. Both teams are out on the floor, warming up, getting ready for the game. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and when we return, we'll take a look at the two squads, preview the matchup, and we'll have that for you right after these messages.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. Today, RVTD moves with the pulse of the Rogue Valley. More than just a bus ride, it's a lifeline for workers, students, and families, ensuring access for all to jobs, schools, and essential services. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
The things I like most about working at the Ashland Food Co-op is that it's a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. I play a lot of musical instruments. I bought my own tuba when I started working at the co-op. Sometimes I'll bring it into work to play for my coworkers and the customers. When I bring my tuba onto the bus with me, it definitely gets a lot of heads turned and people will ask me, "What's that thing? Why is it so big?" RVTD is moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Call Twin Creeks Retirement today for more information.
Come on and make my day.
This portion of our pregame show brought to you by Abby's Pizza. With locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon, make Abby's Pizza your postgame stop. With a menu that covers all your family favorites, Abby's is an Oregon postgame tradition since the 1960s. See you after the game at Abby's. Both teams out on the floor warming up. Coming into the contest, the Chieftains come in with an overall record of 3-19 and a league record of 1-8. That victory coming back on the 28th of January on their home floor against St. Mary's, a nail-biter, won by Rogue River 35-32. Then just a couple of nights ago, while the boys' team ended up scoring something of an upset win against the Crusaders. This time, the St. Mary's always a tough place to play, and the Chieftains ended up taking that one on the chin, 57-32. For Rogue River, this will be their final game of the season. They come in ranked 43rd in the OSAA power rankings. Meanwhile, The Challengers have won 10 in a row. They sport a 20-4 overall record, undefeated in league play, and they clinched the league championship on Tuesday with their 57-42 victory against Lakeview on senior night. And on that occasion, Grace McCauley leading the way, or I should say Izzy McCauley. Izzy ended up with 22 points on the night. Angelica Arce with 11, 6 of those coming to start the game to get the Challengers started on the right foot. And then also in that mix, senior Jordan Jones. So a lot of positives for the Challengers. Looked it up today for Cascsde Christian. Their league title is the first that they've won in 13 seasons. If you go back to the 2011-12 season, the Challengers, who were then coached by Marvin Denman, ended up going all the way to state and winning a program-high 3rd place at the state tournament. And really haven't been anywhere near it since, although it's been a gradual build for Cascsde Christian over these last couple of 3 seasons. If you're not familiar with the program, about 3 seasons ago, the Challengers didn't win a league game, playing in the Southwest League at the time. Then a year later, they end up batting about 500. Last year, much better season, ended up about 3rd place and ended up earning a playoff berth, but were eliminated in the first round against Banks. For the Challengers, the real strength of their team is all their experience. The seniors honored on Tuesday night: Julia Brem, Izzy McCauley, Emma Coates, Jordan Jones, and Izzy, both over 1,000 career points. And then also in that mix, you have Angelica Arce, a valuable offensive weapon as well. Meanwhile, this Rogue River team, well, part of their challenges is numbers. First thing that they go, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. And among those 9 players, 4 are freshmen. And Amanda Ledoux, the lone senior on the squad. So it's a really young Rogue River team at this point. And they'll look to improve upon when the Challengers and the Chieftains played over at Rogue River back on the 16th of January. The Challengers took that game by a score of 53-15. Just moments away from the start of the game and the introductions of the starting lineups. Check out the new sports voice in Southern Oregon, the Ace Sports Radio, AM 1300, 107.9 FM, and streaming live at the acesportsradio.com. The Ace Sports Radio featuring such programs as Tee It Up Southern Oregon with Joe Brett and Kyle Clements. You got a lot of good stuff going on, finding out what's going on the local scene. And then right now is the in the afternoon drive, as we call it in radio, they have the Bald-Faced Truth with longtime Oregonian lead columnist John Canzano, and always a really good mix of sports programming there. Teams are gathered at their respective benches, getting ready to unfurl the flag. And, of course, that means time for opening prayer and then also for the playing of our national anthem. At this time, we'll go ahead and take another quick break, and then when we return, we'll have the starting lineups for you here on TableRockSports.net.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Please remain standing. Direct your attention.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense. What am I teaching you at home? Has this kid played before? Shoot it! Oh! Ah! Come on, ref! Open your eyes! Can't you see out there? So, which one's your kid?
The referee.
You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your role.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. Defense. Defense.
Here are the starting lineups for tonight's girls varsity contest. First will be visiting champions of Rogue High School. A junior, number 0, Emily Perriman. Freshman, number 2, Sterling Badger. The freshman, number 3, Chrissy Garwood. Sophomore, number 10, Rain Olin. And the freshman, number 22, Ala Cook. Head coach of the Chieftains is Justin Langfield. The assistant is Aaron Hansen. Cascsde fans, are you ready? Here's the starting line for your Lady Challenger. Number 5, Sid Seeker, number 23.
Starting lineups introduced by our public address announcer, Tim O'Sullivan. And the challengers, looks like they'll be minus the services of Izzy McCauley this evening, which leads me to believe that we've had a lot of illness going around lately and that she will be taking the evening off. Julia Brem in the starting lineup tonight. She'll go ahead and jump it up against sophomore Reagan Alden. Chieftains control the tip. And quickly a steal by Grace McCauley. Quickly up the floor to Emma Coates. And she lays it up and in. 2. So the challengers quickly jump out on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The secret sauce of this team is the full court pressure defense, and that gives teams a lot of trouble. And that is what has enabled the challengers to consistently keep the opposition in single digits for quarter scoring almost all throughout the season. Challengers create the turnover. Jordan Jones with it. Bounce pass up top to Coates. Swings it right wing. Arce. Brem in the high post. Challengers taking their time. Brem double teamed. Coates looked at a shot for a moment. Arce. Her shot long. Rebound comes down and it is taken by Grace McCauley. Coates will drive. Now feeds Arce. Feeds it out high for Jones. Arce will drive the corner. They got to get the shot off. And it'll be shot clock violation as the shot did not touch the rim. So challengers with the quick 2-0 lead. Thanks to Emma Coates. For the challengers, Emma averaging 6.5 points a game. One of their better three-point shooters. Shot blocked by Julia Brem. Of course, for a number of years, she's been a mainstay in the Challenger volleyball program as a middle blocker, and that defensive prowess pays dividends here on the basketball court. Brem will drive, picks up her dribble. Coates. Bounce pass inside. Arce. Pass a little bit behind Brem, but she manages to corral it. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jones looked at a three, bounce pass to Brem, and she kisses it off the window for 2. Challengers take the early 4-0 lead. Coming out of backcourt, steal by Cascsde. Jones quickly up the floor, Coates. So with the challengers without their leading scorer, look probably for Jones to pick up some of the load, as will Arce and Coates. Meanwhile, Jones connects from downtown. Jordan Jones averaging over 9 points a game for the challengers. As I mentioned in the pregame, over 1,000 career points, 4-year starter in the program. Meanwhile, a drive to the hoop by the Chieftains. Alden gets up a shot, and now a steal on the backcourt by Rogue River. Meanwhile, just as they try to see if they can't pick up a quick basket, it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the challengers, it'll be Chieftain ball. Getting ready to inbound is Sterling Badley. Alden with it. She'll shoot over the top. Shot a little bit long. Offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. There's Brem with the rebound. She tries to make a move out of backcourt. Sandwiched in between a pair of defenders, Alden and Chrissy Garwood. They're going to call that against Garwood, so the freshman charged with her first personal of the night. Coates between the circles, goes right, Arce. Now for Jones. Jones puts up the shot just a little bit long. Arce and Isla Hook battle for the ball. Last touched by Rogue River. It'll be the challengers with the inbound. leading early 7-0. Work at corner. Coates will fire. Her shot just a little bit short. Battle on the boards. Arce has it. Kicks it out. Swings it around. Short corner for Arce. Pesky defense there by Garwood. McCauley drives the baseline. Works it inside. Low post for Brem. She'll kick it out. Jones. 12 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Coates will fire. Her shot just a little bit long. Brem offensive rebound, but rejecting it out of bounds. Finley Perryman. So it'll be a fresh shot clock for the Challengers with 4:25 to go in the first. Inbound the ball. There is Coates with it. She banks it home. Coates with 4 in the game. Challengers lead at 9-0. Over in the corner, shooting is Alden. It's long. Grace McCauley, strong rebounder, quickly up the floor. On the break, 2. So Coates fattening her batting average tonight. She already has her season average of 6. But there was a stretch not more than a couple of weeks ago where she was just really going off, pretty consistently hitting for double figures. So here's Coates with the hoop and the harm and an opportunity for a three-point play. Free throw attempt is good, and this is one thing that the Challengers do well is shoot from the charity stripe. They have a 12-0 lead here halfway through the first quarter of play. Perryman picked up by Coates. Challengers relax the pressure. Shot from the three-point range. Looked promising there for a minute by Badley. Challengers on the run out. Arce driving to the hoop. She scores. She'll go to the line. Angelica Arce with her first bucket of the ball game. Angelica averaging almost 6 points a game. Good three-point shooter. And also dependable from the three-point line. The bank is open, and she converts the three-point play as the Challengers take the 15-0 lead. Steal by Emma Coates. Quickly on the break, Arce. She lays it up and in. Arce now with 5 in the game. Double team there of the Challenger defense. Making a move to the hoop. Alden in and out. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Cascade Christian. Rogue River will inbound it with a fresh 35. 3:19 to go in the first. Challengers lead 17-0. Looking for some help there. Steal by the Challengers. Grace McCauley quickly up the floor for Jones. Jones glides to the hoop. And Jones has 5 in the game. Out of backcourt, Perryman. Steal by Coates. Coates glides to the hoop. And she scores. Coates has 9 in the game already. Challengers with 21 points here in the first quarter. Alden with it on the drive. Loses the handle on the basketball. Julia Brem up the floor. A little bit long, but Arce is there on the deflection. Arce with 7. Perryman picks up her dribble in backcourt. She's in trouble now. And we'll have a foul called against the Challengers. Emma Coates, the Challengers' most aggressive on-ball defender, whistled for the personal. Foul on the floor. And Perryman steals it back from Coates. On the drive, taken away by Cascade Christian. Emma Coates glides to the hoop. She lays it up and in. She's in double figures now with 11. 2 minutes to go in the first. Chieftains looking for their first bucket of the ball game. In the ball game for Rogue River, number 40 is Lexi Flegel. Driving to the hoop, trying to get off a shot there is Isla Hook. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Rogue River. Coates quickly up the floor. Stolen away there by Rogue River. It's deflected around. Opportunity here. And shooting it. Shot off target by Badley. And the challengers come away with it. Jones quickly up the floor. Julia Brem makes the move. Goes with the left hand in and out. Gets her own rebound. Can get that to go. But Arce is there with the soft touch. Arce has 9 in the ball game. 1:13 to go in the first. Perryman gives it up. Looking in the high post, but it's taken away by Jones. Jones with the basketball. Kind of a sloppy pass there, and Badley comes away with it. And now we have a foul in the backcourt against Emma Coates. For Emma, that'll be her second personal of the ball game. Flegel will come out of the contest. Checking in is Cassie Fine, wearing number 11. Inside a minute to go in the first. Perryman lets it fly from long distance. Shot a little off target. Grace McCauley quickly up the floor. Arce with it, lays it up with the left hand. And she scores. Angelica Arce, she scored 11 on Tuesday against Lakeview, and she's already hit that total in the first quarter. Near steal by the challengers. And we'll have a foul against Cascade. Oh, that's going to go against the Chieftains. And that's going to go against Garwood. That'll be her second personal. 28 seconds left to go in the quarter. Jones working against backcourt pressure. Garwood there with the defense. Coates swings it around. Arce starts a drive on the baseline. Gives it up for Brem. Julia Brem with 4 in the game. Just about ready to run out of time here on the first quarter. Jones tips it out of bounds with 1.9. Rogue River will have an opportunity to try to get off a quick shot before the quarter ends. Taking the inbound, Perryman will let it fly, and that will end the first quarter of play. After one, Cascade Christian taking the early lead, and we'll be back in 1 minute after these messages here on TableRockSports.net.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sports Action is brought to you by our title sponsor, Lithia Jeep Dodge Chrysler, where you can find great deals on the lot or at lithiasuperstore.com, and by Rogue Credit Union, with locations throughout Southern Oregon to serve you. A fresh crew for the challengers. May Ferreira in with Bryn Coppage, Sienna Wilcox, Morgan Samhammer, and Amelia Van Landingham. Ferreira up top for Coppage. Moves to her left. Wilcox. She's got range. I thought she might try to shoot it from there, but the challengers practicing patience here. This second unit, mostly younger players. Wilcox, and she buries it. the three-pointer, and Wilcox, like I said, she's got range on her shot. And the challengers bag the three-pointer. Perryman with the basketball. Now with it is Hook, and a steal by Van Landingham and the challengers. Bring Coppage up the floor. Morgan Samhammer maybe got a little too deep, but offensive rebound by Ferreira. Coppage will let it go. Her shot off to the right, and the rebound taken by Hook. She'll outlet for Perryman. Perryman out of backcourt, picked up by Samhammer. And they end up losing the ball out of bounds, and really the big problem more than anything else for the Chieftains has just been the turnovers. The defense has been such that passes have been broken up, and now Ferreira's going to let it fly. Her shot off to the left, no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by the Chieftains, so Coppage will inbound underneath their own basket. Monty Coley there on the bench to the far right, along with assistant Andy Coates, and there's Ashley Blakely as well. Van Landingham, she missed the early part of the season coming off of an injury. And just in the last few weeks, imagine just really starting to kind of find her feet. Ball deflected by the challengers, and the Chieftains will take care of the inbound. Coming into the ball game, Lexi Flegel returns for Rogue River. Also returning is Reagan Alden. Rogue River still looking for their first bucket of the night. And a steal by Samhammer. Shell outlet for Coppage. Quickly to Wilcox. Wilcox, you can kind of tell she was thinking about that pass for Van Landingham at the same time she was moving. And there ends up with a turnover for Cascade as Rogue River gets it back. Perryman out of backcourt. Flegel with the ball, picks up her dribble. And there is Garwood on the drive. It looked like she kind of slipped, and there's also a Cascade Christian foul. And that's going to go against Ferreira. May Ferreira for Cascade Christian. Not only do you see her here on the basketball court, but also on the soccer pitch as well. Meanwhile, pass and over the line was Finley Perryman. And it'll be challenger basketball. Quickly up the floor, Bryn Coppage. Van Landingham, nothing but net. Van Landingham with 4 in the ball game. Rogue River still looking for that elusive first field goal. Garwood, pass, chasing it down, and just right there on the line. And that might be kind of a microcosm of the night for Rogue River. Coppage out of backcourt. Wilcox. Van Landingham now down on the corner for Coppage. Younger players getting their opportunities here. And it looks like a 3-second violation against the challengers. It'll be Rogue River basketball here with 5:07 left to go in the first half. Perryman out of backcourt. Samhammer there defensively up top. Pass right side. There with the basketball is Cassie Fine. Double dribble call, and it'll be challenger basketball. Wilcox to Van Landingham. Ferreira. Wilcox on the short corner. Tough defense there by Garwood. Garwood outruns the posse, and she scores. Chrissy Garwood gets the Chieftains on the board. Meanwhile, Van Landingham, the ball bounces a couple of times. Offensive rebound by Sam Hammer. Coppage will let fly from 3. That shot long. Van Landingham with the putback. Challenger substitutions getting ready to come in. Freshman Kinley Davis and sophomore Amelia Madden. On the drive, Alden, their putback opportunity. Rebound just a little bit hard. We got, Alden and Sam Hammer fighting for it. And Sam Hammer, like her older sister, Sierra, BMX racing background has given her a lot of physical strength. Rogue River with the basketball. Garwood tries a shot. Tough position. Now it's Coppage on the break. She lays it up with the left hand for 2. Bryn Coppage with her first field goal of the night. Now quickly, Garwood with the basketball. And just in the process of trying to make a move and set up for the shot, Finley Perryman whistled for the travel. So Cascade Christian gets it back with 3:19 left to go in the half. Wilcox finds Madden. Madden, cross-court pass to Davis, down in the corner. Wilcox. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Work it, Wilcox. And now the shot clock inside 10. Davis with the basketball. Wilcox, she fires, and she gets the roll. Well, a lot of English on it. In and out and in. So Wilcox has 5 in the ball game. We have a foul. Call goes against the Challengers. And that'll go against Amelia Madden. That'll be her first personal of the ball game. Hook returns as Alden comes out for Rogue River. Perryman will let it fly. Shot just a little too hard off the glass. And there's Madden fighting for the rebound. Along with Flegel. And in making her first appearance of the game will be freshman Mary Grace Fortier. Inbound. And trying to fight for the ball there is Davis. Pass underneath. Shot blocked by Fortier. But we have a whistle and a foul called against the Challengers. Mary Grace whistled for her first personal of the ball game. Challengers with 14 fouls here in the second. Fine at the free throw line. Shot is up. In and out. She'll have another one coming. Second attempt on its way. It's in the bucket. It's good. Cassie Fine with her first point of the night. Coppage now out of backcourt. Madden over in the corner. Round the horn to Wilcox. She loses the handle on it. And it ends up out of bounds. Ferreira's going to return for the Challengers. Wilcox will take a breather. Wilcox with a good run here in the second quarter. 5 points off the Challenger bench. We got 2 minutes to go in the half. Garwood, who got the Chieftains on the board, passes. Perryman, nothing but net. Perryman, her first field goal of the ball game. Madden swings it around the horn. Madden will let fly from 3. Her shot long. May Ferreira, put back attempt, won't go, but there's Davis with the offensive rebound. Gives for Coppage. Coppage fouled, and that will send her to the charity stripe. Foul called against Garwood. First free throw attempt by Coppage, a little bit off to the left. Bryn with 2 points in the ball game. Sam Hammer returns. Second attempt, that one off to the left, and the rebound taken by Fine. Fine quickly up the floor to Perryman. Guarded by Davis. Davis steals the ball. Sam Hammer has it. She'll work her way out of back court. Kicks it out for Ferreira. Coppage, Davis, Sam Hammer. Everybody pretty much getting a hand on the ball as Fortier's in the high post. Fortier looking for somewhere to go. You can tell she wants to shoot it, but being guarded well there by Rogue River defender. Offensive rebound. And with that shot off the backboard, the shot clock runs out. And it will be Rogue River basketball on the challenger turnover. Shot by Lexi Flegel. And a foul called against Coppage for Bryn. That'll be her first of the ball game. First, actually, the Challengers with 5 team fouls. The Chieftains with 1. Flegel, lefty shooter. That one looked promising, but wouldn't stick. It remains a 44-5 ball game. All 5 points for Rogue River coming here in the second quarter. The second attempt on its way, and that one rims out. Fortier with the rebound. She'll outlet for Davis. So the Challengers with a pair of 6-footers in the lineup with Fortier at 6'1" and Davis at 6 foot. Sam Hammer drives to the hoop, can't get the shot to go. And there's the rebound by Perryman. Quickly up the floor. And the bank shot is good. Sterling Badley. Time running out, buzzer heave, and that will end the first half of play. We're halfway through this one. And the Challengers on top, as you can see on your John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and when we'll return, we'll bring you the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report here on TableRockSports.net.
After I met her, I called and asked her to go on a date with me, and we came to Abby's Pizza for our first date.
Eating it across from each other, I'll never forget it. This place is special.
It's barbecue chicken pizza season at Abby's Legendary Pizza, baby. Featuring our flavorful pizza sauce and a 3-cheese blend, layered with BBQ sauce, chicken, and onions. Order your hot and fresh feast now at abbys.com. A legendary pizza tradition.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
Lippert's Carpet One has been serving Southern Oregon for 68 years.
And it's time to celebrate during our 68th anniversary sale.
Save on Southern Oregon's largest inventory of hardwood, waterproof flooring, carpet, laminate, and tile.
Plush carpet just $268 a square foot.
Laminate $168 a square foot.
Waterproof plank an incredible 68 cents a square foot.
Plus pay no interest for 12 full months. During the 68th anniversary sale at both Lippert's Carpet One locations, Medford and Grants Pass.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Shop online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
It's halftime. The Cascsde Christian Challengers got off to the hot start in the first quarter. Well, you look at it. It's really simply a matter of you got Challengers flush with experience throughout their lineup with Rogue River. Very obviously a very young team, inexperienced team, and probably looking for somebody who can be that kind of primary ball handler. You can see there's a couple of shooters in there, and there are kids who can play. It's just a matter of getting that court time in, and sometimes, as the Challengers can tell you from their own experiences, that you take your lumps along the way as you learn the game, grow in the game, and then hopefully they stick with it and keep after it, and in due time they end up growing and becoming a winning program. This halftime report is brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. All the sports leagues, classes, and special events await you. Looking at the scoring, first of all, for Rogue River, Chrissy Garwood with a basket in the ball game. Also scoring from Lexi Flegel and Cassie Fine and Sterling Badley for a total of 7 points. Looking on the Cascsde Christian side of the ledger, Julia Brem has 4. She got the start tonight. The Challengers, without their leading scorer, Izzy McCauley, she averages 19 a game, but she's not in uniform tonight. I know that, again, there's been some illness around school. Don't even see her on the bench, leading to believe that she's probably home dealing with an illness. Bryn Coppage with 2 in the game. Sienna Wilcox has 5 off the Challenger bench. Amelia Van Landingham has scored 6. Emma Coates led the charge early for the Challengers. She has a game-high 11 along with Angelica Arce. And then Jordan Jones has 5 in the ball game. Table Rock Sports thanks our great sponsors, including John L. Scott Real Estate, our scoreboard sponsor, and our longtime friends from Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less in Southern Oregon. We'll take a breather, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the start of the second half. It's the Challengers 44 and the Chieftains 7. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the line.
Life is busy. Juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your.
Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros gives back to the communities they serve in support of kids and local efforts to help others. Dutch Bros. Here at halftime, the boys' squad's out on the floor getting a little bit of warm-up time, and the Challenger cheerleaders out selling raffle tickets, senior trip fundraiser going on. Fun here in the gym, and we're just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. Our halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Visit playmedford.com for the latest recreation guide. We'll take a quick 2-minute break, and when we return, it'll be time for the second half of basketball. It is the Challengers and the Chieftains here on TableRockSports.net.
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. Today, RVTD moves with the pulse of the Rogue Valley. More than just a bus ride, it's a lifeline for workers, students, and families, ensuring access for all to jobs, schools, and essential services. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
The things I like most about working at the Ashland Food Co-op is that it's a partner with RVTD's Employer Pass program. It makes it super easy for me to get to work and save a ton of money. I play a lot of musical instruments. I bought my own tuba when I started working at the co-op. Sometimes I'll bring it into work to play for like my coworkers and the customers. When I bring my tuba onto the bus with me, it definitely gets a lot of heads turned and people ask me, "What's that thing? Why is it so big?" RVTD is moving our community forward.
Don't miss the President's Day sales event at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great inventory of new Jeep Gladiator and Grand Cherokee 4x4 models in stock now. Or test drive a new 25 Ram 1500 4x4. Jump online today with our online process to calculate your own payment, whether it's a lease, finance, or cash payment. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Rory Wold State Farm Insurance, protecting your dreams in Oregon for over 30 years. Like a good neighbor, Rory Wold State Farm Insurance. Challengers will start the third quarter with the ball. They're going to start out with their reserves out on the floor. Bryn Coppage, Sienna Wilcox, Morgan Samhammer, May Ferreira, and Amelia Van Landingham. All these players are underclassmen, mostly, I think, sophomores, and maybe Wilcox, a junior, in that mix. 15 to go on the shot clock. Coppage, bounce pass, Van Landingham from 15. Her shot a little bit long. There to grab the rebound is Alden. Alden takes out of backcourt, working against Coppage. And we'll have a foul. Thinking here that this one will go against Coppage. And that will send Alden, who is in the act of shooting, to the free throw line. Reagan Alden has not yet scored in the game. Gives her an opportunity here. First free throw attempt is short. And the second on its way. Alden lines it up. On its way, just a little bit short. It was online. Good form on the shot. Wilcox quickly up the floor. Coppage lets it go from 3, and she buries it. Bryn Coppage with 5 in the ball game. Perryman out of backcourt, gets it back. She'll drive to the hoop, and she tumbles to the floor and took kind of a hard landing there. A little slow to get up. Looked like she might have gotten hit in the nose, and if you've ever experienced that, as I have, for a few brief moments, it is extremely painful. But she'll go to the free throw line now. Finley Perryman, junior. Free throw attempt, nothing but net. Perryman has 3 in the ball game. She'll have one more. Second attempt, rolls around and down. It's 47-9. Quickly up the floor, Coppage with it. Now to Wilcox. Wilcox swings it. Van Landingham tries to dump it down low for Sam Hammer. Her shot attempt just a little bit short. Looks like she might just didn't have herself set quite in time. And on the challenger turnover, Chieftains have it. And Ferreira breaks up the pass. It'll go out of bounds. That's one of the things you like to see when you bring your reserves and those looking for playing time come in. And one of the big things, you want to see them show defensive intensity. And that from Ferreira, a good sign. Steal by the challengers. Player down for Rogue River. Quickly up the floor. Coppage, 2. Right now we have a player down for Rogue River. Looking like it might be an ankle injury. So with that, the challengers are going to return to their bench. And right now it looks like athletic trainer Kurt Smet will tend to her as a couple of teammates help Alden off the floor. And again, yeah, looking very much like a right ankle injury. Hopefully nothing serious. Thankfully, Kurt, excellent trainer. And gets some treatment for it. And our hope is it's nothing serious. Chieftains with the basketball. Inbounding will be Sterling Badley to Garwood. She's looking to split the difference. Ferreira there defensively. They'll kick it out. Driving, and the shot blocked. Hook had it blocked by Van Landingham. Wild shot underneath the challenger basket. They'll kick it out. Coppage will fire from 3. Her shot just a little bit long. Climbing the golden ladder for the rebound is May Ferreira. Van Landingham with the basketball. Challengers with 20 on the shot clock to work with. Van Landingham takes it low post, bounce pass. Wilcox will shoot. Her shot in and out. Sam Hammer there, and she puts it back. Morgan Samhammer with her first field goal of the ball game as the challengers cross the 50-point barrier. Chieftain basketball, Flegel, Badley, Garwick. Over in the corner is Hook. Out of bounds it goes. Kinley Davis will come into the ball game for Cascade. Then Landingham will come out. Grace McCauley comes in. And May Ferreira. Taking the inbound. Fine with it. Off the window. 4-2. For Fine, she's got 3 in the ball game. And we'll have a blocking foul, looks like, called against Rogue River. Officials right on top of the play. That's going to go against Cassie Fine. Foul on the floor. It'll be an inbound. Wilcox tries a shot. Can't get it to go. Long rebound comes up for Garwick. Ball tipped away. And the Chieftains will hang on to the basketball. Chieftain pass broken up by Coppage, knocked away. Rogue River will inbound right in front of their bench. With the basketball, Flegel being hounded by Wilcox. She picks up her dribble. Ball lost momentarily, and we have a whistle stopping play. Grace McCauley returns for the Challengers. She started the game. Amelia Madden into the contest. May Ferreira will come in. Coming out of the game will be Sam Hammer and Coppage. About halfway through the first quarter, third quarter, I should say. 4:33 to go. Steal by Ferreira. Take it out of backcourt. Up for Wilcox. Wilcox drives to the hoop. She gets collared as she heads to the hoop, and a foul called against the Chieftains. Sterling Badley whistled for the personal. That'll be her second foul. 2 team fouls for the Chieftains here in the third. First free throw attempt, a little bit long. Wilcox, 5 in the game. She lines up the second attempt, and it catches just about every part of the rim and falls. 6 for Wilcox. Grace McCauley, the lone starter, out on the floor. And the pass by Badley out of bounds, and the Challengers will get it on the turnover. Wilcox out of backcourt, down to the low post for Davis, loses the handle on it. Ferreira's able to lasso it. They'll work it in there. Davis having a hard time hanging on to it, and there's Garwood. And double dribble call. Challenger basketball here with 3:53 left to go in the third. Grace McCauley. Wilcox. She eyes the jumper, can't get it to go. Davis and McCauley there on the deflection. Grace McCauley, low post for Davis. Davis, little drop step move there, and in and out for her. Ball loose on the floor. It'll be Rogue River basketball. Coppage will come in. Sienna Wilcox come out for a rest. 3:25 left to go in the third. Badley going inside, making a move to the hoop is Isla Hook. And a foul called against Cascade Christian. That'll go against Davis, the freshman, charged with her first personal of the ball game. Challengers with 4 team fouls in the quarter. Free throw attempt on the way, and that off the back iron. Hook. Another opportunity coming. Second attempt on its way. That one short. Out of bounds it'll go. And it will be Challenger basketball. See Badley talking things over with Aaron Hansen not that long ago. I think I can remember him wearing a Chieftain uniform. You go back about 10 years ago when Chieftains had playoff teams in both boys and girls basketball. Remember some names like Decker and Earhart, Smith. And we'll have a foul called against Kinley Davis. That will send Garwood to the free throw line. She has 2 on the evening. Opportunity to add to it with 2:56 to go in the third. First attempt. She banks it home. Second shot. On its way. Nice looking form on the shot there. Just nice backspin there, just right over the front of the rim and down. Coppage. Bounce pass to Davis in the high post. Madden shoots, and Amelia Madden scores. Amelia making the most of her playing time opportunity here. And a steal by Coppage. Coppage working against Badley. Coppage with the left hand, 2. Braden Coppage has 9 off the Challenger bench. Challengers lead 56-13. Chieftains on the move, and Hook trying to make a move there. Mary Grace Fortier, number 41, in for the Challengers. Amelia Van Landingham checking in. Madden and Davis. So a couple of substitutions by Monty Coley on the front line. Garwood with the basketball. Shot by Badley. That one missed, but put back attempt by Fine. She can't get it to go. Grace McCauley, who's always strong on the glass, gets the rebound. Ferreira glides to the hoop. Shot, just a little too much mustard on it, but McCauley's there. Bounce pass. Van Landingham chases it down. Coppage. And Ferreira falls to the floor as her and Garwood going for the ball. And the foul will be against Garwood. That'll be her 4th personal of the ball game. Chieftains with 3 team fouls in the quarter. Substitution in. Alden, good to see her back in the game after injuring her ankle earlier. So good to see her back in the game. You hate to see anybody get hurt. Fortier with the shot. And that one off target, and the rebound taken by the Chieftains, but a steal by the Challengers. And we have Perryman with it. And she ends up taking a shot to the face. And they're going to go ahead and look her over real quickly. 1:25 to go in the third. Coppage, Ferreira. Swing it, Van Landingham. Grace McCauley. Coppage. Ferreira will line up the 3. Shot off to the left. Battle on the floor. Grace McCauley trying to get a hand on it. Jump ball the call on the alternating possession. It'll be Rogue River basketball. Challengers with the basketball. Out in front of the posse is Coppage. And she's in double figures now with 11. 48 seconds left to go in the third. And Perryman trying to get it up the floor, looking in the direction of Alden. Ball goes out of bounds. Sienna Wilcox checks into the challenger lineup as Coppage goes out. Great to see these young players getting some extended playing time and valuable experience. Shot way short. Grace McCauley with it out of backcourt. Quickly up the floor to Ferreira. Ferreira picks up her dribble. Van Landingham, Wilcox, down low for Van Landingham, and she's got 8 in the game. Amelia Van Landingham gets the challengers to 60. Flegel, bounce pass, broken up momentarily by Grace McCauley, and there a tie-up. Alternating possession goes the way of the challengers. 7.2 left to go on the frame. Wilcox will bring it out of backcourt. Ferreira eyes the three. The shot in and out. Battle for the rebound. Ball loose on the floor, and that will end the third quarter of play. John L. Scott scoreboard. Cascade Christian 60 and Rogue River 13. We'll be back after these messages on TableRockSports.net.
I've got a good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. Good, good feeling. So come on and make my day.
Call Twin Creeks Retirement today for more information.
Come on and make my day.
Beginning to, see the light come on. Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter of play. Take this opportunity to remind you that for over 50 years, Mills Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon. Whether it's auto or residential, Mills Glass covers the complete spectrum. Mills Glass in Medford, Ashland, and Grants Pass. Fourth quarter getting underway. Rogue River, their 13 points, all coming in the last two quarters. The challengers pitched a shutout in the first quarter. Monty Coley letting the starters get some early minutes in, and they have mostly sat the second and third quarters. An exception being Grace McCauley, who's seen some extended minutes here, and she'll be whistled for the foul, and that'll be her second personal of the game. Inbounding badly. She has it back on the return from Flegel, looking for Alden down in the corner. She tries to save it, can't get there in time. It'll be Challenger basketball. Challenger lineup for you, Fortier along with Davis. I guess you kind of call this their Twin Towers lineup. Fortier at 6'1", and Davis at 6 feet tall. Fortier going to fire from the free throw line. Her shot short, but there is Davis. McCauley from three. Her shot rims off, chasing it down with the defensive position on the rebound. There is Hook. Hook with the ball, picks up her dribble. And being hounded there by Ferreira. Battle won there, at least momentarily, by Hook. Challengers on the break. Wilcox, Fortier, lefty jumper from the free throw line. Misses, put back attempt by McCauley. It's good. Grace McCauley, her first bucket of the ball game. For those of you who follow the Challenger boys, McCauley's game on the girls' side of things reminds me a lot of players past that play that 4 spot for Brian Morris, who do the little things. Meanwhile, Sienna Wilcox, she has 8 in the ball game. Challengers lead 64-13. Morgan Samhammer getting ready to return for the Challengers. Badley with the basketball. Defended by Wilcox, broken up by Davis. Davis, quick pass out of backcourt. Grace McCauley there. She goes to the hole, and we'll have a foul called against Rogue River. Those are always kind of bang-bang type of plays, but Kent Stafford there on the call, making the right one in this observer's judgment for what it's worth, which is basically nothing, but an observation nonetheless. First free throw attempt by McCauley. She's a good free throw shooter. Had the good backspin on it, but couldn't get it to stick. Grace will get another opportunity. She's got 2 in the game. Second attempt, that one just a little bit long, gets her own rebound. And we'll have a substitution in the ball game. Sam Hammer will come in. And who went out? I think that might have been McCauley, and that's the reason why they did all that, as McCauley was the shooter on the free throw. Fortier with the shot. Can't get it to go. On the deflection. Here's Hook. She'll work her way out of backcourt. Down in the corner. Out of bounds it goes, and the challengers will get it. Flegel in for Rogue River along with Badley. Hook and Perryman. And she's whistled for the personal as Mary Grace Fortier tries to get off a shot from the free throw line in the high post. Fortier, free throw attempt on its way, off to the left, and she'll get another one. Fortier, second attempt on its way. It's in the bucket, it's good. So the bank is open on Thursday night. Fortier with the bucket. Challengers with the steal, quickly up the floor. Looking for Wilcox, but overshoots the target. Quickly up the floor it goes. Perryman, her shot off the window. Offensive rebound by Hook, and a lot of traffic underneath, and a foul called against Cascade Christian. That'll go against Davis. That'll be her third personal. And that'll send Cassie Fine. No, actually, I believe that's Alden, actually, at the free throw line. Free throw attempt. Misses. Davis and Wilcox come out of the ball game. Amelia Madden in. Coppage also returns. Alden, her shot short. And it'll be challenger ball. There's Fine. Now she checks into the ball game as Alden takes a seat on the bench. She'd been back in action after suffering an ankle injury in the third. Bounce pass, Fortier, her shot, she gets it to go. Mary Grace Fortier with 3 in the ball game. 67-13. Moving to the hoop, shot short by Garwood. Ferreira. Sam Hammer will try from 15. Her shot in and out, no good. Rebound taken by the Chieftains as Hook brings it out of backcourt. Hook, one of 4 freshmen on this roster. Steal by Ferreira. Ferreira moves to the hoop. Off the glass. And Ferreira has her first bucket of the ball game. Pass deflected by the challengers, but there, the Chieftains get the roll. With the bucket there is Badley, and she's got 4 in the ball game. 48, getting some good minutes tonight. And she'll go over and take a seat on the challenger bench as Kinley Davis returns. Letting it fly from 3, it is Sam Hammer. Offensive rebound by Ferreira. Sam Hammer will try another one. That one's short. Ball deflected around. Madden with it. Madden goes to the hole. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Ferreira. And there, Madden for 2. Amelia Madden with 4 in the ball game as the Challengers lead 71-15. 2:12 left to go in the game. We got boys action coming up at 7 o'clock. Bryn Coppage. And 1. Bryn Coppage with a career-high 13 points. Foul called against Badley. That is her fourth personal of the ball game. Coppage, free throw attempt on its way off to the left. And collecting the rebound for Rogue River, Isla Hook. Shot off the window by Garwood. And the Challengers with the rebound. May Ferreira picking up her dribble. Sam Hammer with the drive. Stops in the paint. And kisses it off the window for 2. Sam Hammer with 4 in the game. Badley. And into the ball game is Alden. She'll return as Hook comes out. Garwood chases it down. She'll shoot from 3. Her attempt, out of bounds it goes. With 1:04 and counting left to go in the ball game. Challengers get it back. Coppage. Davis, her shot just off to the right. She hustles for the rebound. Ferreira. Now Sam Hammer will shoot. Her shot just a little bit long. And May Ferreira has been something else on that offensive glass tonight. We're going to feed it low post. Davis has some trouble collecting it. Goes out of bounds. The Challengers get it back. Clock running, given the margin between the two teams. And they'll do the inbound here. Coppage, inbound, Ferreira. Davis shoots. Davis scores. So I think just about everybody that's played for Cascade has scored this evening. Time running down. Garwood gets the 3 to go. And that will end the ball game. The Cascade Christian Challengers win their 11th in a row. Run their record to 21-4, and they complete an unbeaten run through the Southern Oregon Conference. Cascade Christian winning this by a score of 77-18. We invite you to stay with us for the Know Your Role postgame show, which comes your way next. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better. And learn about your sport ground where the West Coast comes to play. We'll be back with the post-game report following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
All right, let's go, guys. 15 minutes. Get your stuff.
Bye, Mom.
Have a good day, guys. I don't know what happened.
Just next time, go a little slower and figure it out.
Okay, I get it. What you're going to do is you're going to take the line.
Life is busy. juggling everything can be overwhelming. We've all been there. So consumed with our own lives that we sometimes forget about what someone else might be going through.
Ref, come on! No, ref! There's no contact! I'm straight up! That is a terrible
So
goal.
keep it in perspective, because we're all hoping for the same thing, to be respected for who we are and what we do. Remember, no ref, no game. You can be a parent, athlete, coach, or an official, but you can only be one. Know your
In the heart of the Rogue Valley, RVTD connects us all, not just through miles traveled, but also through time. Today, RVTD moves with the pulse of the Rogue Valley. More than just a bus ride, it's a lifeline for workers, students, and families, ensuring access for all to jobs, schools, and essential services. Rogue Valley Transportation District, celebrating 50 years of moving our community forward.
And welcome back to the Cascsde Christian Pavilion. The Cascsde Christian Challenger girls coming away with the 77-18 victory. The Challengers complete their league schedule with a record of 10-0, and they end up going over the 21 win mark. And Mark McLemore here quickly and I guess quickly while you have here, because you've been a long part of this Challenger history, when the Challenger girls posted their league title on Tuesday night. That's the first league title the Challenger girls have won in 13 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Challenger girls have been that competitive, and to go 10-0 in league, normally Lakeview or Sutherland, when we were in that league, those were the dominant teams, and this year the Challengers have been the dominant team on the girls' side, including beating Sutherland earlier this year. So it's been exciting to see them mature and get better, and they have a really nice senior core that's really been instrumental in bringing this program to the next level, I think.
Absolutely. Well, and you've had enough chance to see the Challenger girls. You mentioned Sutherland. Challengers beat them twice this year in non-league action, but you've seen enough to know really what kind of the secret of their success has been, and a lot of that just comes through effort and intelligence.
And energy. I mean, you see them expending a lot of energy, and you don't see them. The thing that you can tell that they played together as a group a long time. They don't turn the ball over very much. They take they take care of the basketball. They make good decisions with the basketball for the most part, and get the ball to their scores in places where they can score. And the shot clock hasn't bothered them. They run that press very well. It's very hard for other teams to deal with. And when they're on their game, they're really tough to beat. And they got some size at every position too for a girls team, and that's the guards especially are depending on what you call Jones. I think she's probably a guard. Not really a post player. So you have Izzy and Jones, Jordan Jones, that are two guards that are very for a girls team, very tall, very good ball handlers, and really hard for other teams to deal with.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take a quick look at the scorebook for the Challengers. Julia Brem started tonight with Izzy McCauley out of the lineup, again likely due to illness, which seems has been a real bugaboo around Cascsde Christian the last couple of weeks. Bryn Coppage off the Challenger bench, leading the way for the Challengers with 13. Sienna Wilcox with 8. May Ferreira with 2. Morgan Samhammer scored 4. Amelia Van Landingham had 8. Emma Coates 11. Jordan Jones 5. Kinley Davis 2. Angelica Arce 11. Grace McCauley 2. Amelia Madden 4. And Mary Grace Fortier 3. Every Challenger who played scored.
Yeah, you got to love that. And we had some of that going on tonight in the JV game as well. And, it's just good to see the kids getting better and playing better. And, this Rogue River team, we played them, one of the first league games of the year. And it was a much, much closer game than it was tonight. And you can just see how my Challenger team has improved. You see how this Challenger team that's on the floor right now, the varsity, has improved over the season. And they've added some depth in some places that they really didn't have it before, in the likes of Hudson Gottsman and also Andy Alvarez. One guard, one post player that have played a lot more as the season has gone along, and given them a couple extra guys. And also, I'd say, it's to some extent Carson Willard as well, coming in off the bench and giving them some good minutes as well. So it's been fun to see some of those guys get better, and especially as people have been sick, and Derek, hasn't really been playing as well or at all lately either. It's given them a chance to develop some of that depth without a few of the starters in the lineup. So I think in some ways you could say that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up the girls broadcast here. Thanks for watching. We'd like to thank Cascade Christian Athletic Director Nate Maven for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net and today's broadcast. Our special thanks to the head coaches of this contest for the Chieftains, Jesse Langfield, and for Cascade Christian, Monty Coley. We got a boys game coming up, so if just hang around a second, we'll go ahead and fire that up here momentarily. Again, the final score, the Challengers 77, Rogue River 18. This has been a presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Mark McLemore and camera person Becca Miracle, I'm Jim McCoy saying thanks for watching and good night from Cascade Christian High School in Medford, Oregon.